afternoon, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Welcome to another massive show. And today we will be bringing you coverage of the, not even coverage, watch-along coverage of the 200 meters heats for men. Now, following this video, there should be a redirect that pushes you straight through to the semi-final watch-along video. So we're going to take a short break, maybe 5 minutes after this video concludes, and then we're going to jump over to another live stream where we'll be covering the 200 meters semi-final for women. If you're new to Halftime TV, welcome to the channel. Let me know, folks, if you can hear me clearly in the comment section. And remember, the first thing you do when you hop onto the channel, you smash the like button. If you enjoy the content, welcome. So Paris 2024 is heating up. Jamaican fans, for the most part, disappointed so far. The American fans on the other side, super excited, having claimed that 100-meter gold medal for the men in the Olympics. All right, so I'm done watching anything Olympics. All right, so keep those comments coming in. Remember, we also have a poll going. So if you haven't voted as yet, go ahead and vote right now. If you haven't voted as yet, go ahead and vote right now. If you haven't voted, go ahead and vote right now. We have 83 votes in. Will Noah Lyles secure the Olympic double? We have 66% saying yes, and then the remaining 34% saying no. So keep on voting, folks. A little bit of housekeeping as well. Remember, keep it respectful in the comment section. So you can disagree with someone without being disrespectful. Please ensure that you're keeping it respectful. At Halftime TV, we try to foster an environment of we try to foster a respectful environment to ensure that everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts over here at our channel. All right, so event folks, welcome. I'm at work. All right, Money Mason SLC, big up Rudy Francis, big up Saskia Garden. Welcome to the channel as well. A little bit of a late start today. Shandana, big up as well. So big shout out to everyone who's tuned into Halftime TV today. We appreciate your company. We didn't get up early this morning because I think we had 400-meter heats. We didn't get up so early. So we're here now, and I think we have a couple more videos to do today. So after the second live stream, I'll do a short video, so you can look out for that one. But as I said, the first thing you do when you hop onto the live stream, you smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed as yet, go ahead and subscribe right now. The first order of business is getting this video to 100 likes real quick. So those who haven't turned their notifications on, they can be notified that Halftime TV is live, because what it does is it automatically pops up on their pages when they're scrolling. So we have 150 folks on the live stream now, and we only have 20 likes. So let's get the video up to 100 likes, and then we will continue our coverage. Remember, we still have to run through the schedule, who's running in what heat. We still have to do our analysis. We still have to do the full breakdown. So much to talk about. The 200 meters heat for men, it begins in just about 30 minutes. So we have a little bit of time to speak before it kicks off. So again, smash the like button as soon as you hop on. Almost 200 here, folks. Let's get the video to 100 likes real quick. All right. 27. We're up to 27 now. So 73 away. Shouldn't be too hard. As we said a little bit earlier, minimum effort, maximum impact. So let's keep those likes coming in on the video. But in the meantime, between time, what are your thoughts on that 100-meter final between Noah Lyles and Kishane Thompson? It's been breaking the internet. So many debates going on. They're saying it's subjective, and if it is subjective, then it should be given to both of them. But again, it's water under the bridge right now, and I think a lot of Jamaican fans who are holding on to it, they're looking like sore losers, and that's not me. That's how it's looking to the rest of the world, and I genuinely think it was too close to call, in my opinion, and I would have given both of the athletes gold, because we've had it before in previous Olympic Games where two Jamaican athletes had to share the silver medal. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I'm turning it over to you, the viewers and subscribers, to hear what your thoughts are on that. Was there a clear winner? Should it be declared so early? Because we've seen other races, even at these Olympic Games, where they've taken a couple of minutes to declare who the winner was, even with all the technology that they have at their disposal. But again, congratulations, Noah Lyles. I'm not taking anything away from the performance he gave. And Kishane Thompson, obviously disappointed at not securing gold medal at his first Olympic Games. But it's just one of those things. It's a learning process. But what are your thoughts on the entire race, folks? What are your thoughts on the results as well? Let's hear it. We're going to discuss that and a whole lot more as the show progresses. We're up to 34 likes now, 200 people on the live stream. Come on, folks. Let's get those likes up. Let's get the video up to 100 likes real quick. And if you're new to the channel, remember, subscribe and turn the notification on. When we started the live streams on Friday, I think it was Friday, we were at 18,000. Now we're well past 22,000. So who knows? We may very well be able to get to 25,000 by the end of the Olympic Games. So let's keep those subscriptions coming up, folks. Give to them go. Yeah, well, as I said, it was too close to call for me. I'm neither here nor there. So I'm not one to come out and to bash the organizers and saying they robbed Jamaica or anything along that line. I'm more to congratulate Noah Lyles on getting gold medal, because I won't even say I won't even come out and say he beat Kishane, because the margins are so small. But again, that's what it comes down to in competitive sports. It's usually fine margins that decide who wins it and who comes in second or the runner-up. So let's hear what the thoughts are on it, folks. As I said, I'm turning it over to you, and then as soon as the video gets to 100 likes, we will pull up the starters for the heats for the 200 meters for men. But in the meantime, let's keep the conversation going in the comment section about the 100 meters for men that took place yesterday. I think yesterday this time everyone was super pumped. Everyone was anticipating that huge race between Lyles, Kishane Thompson, and Oblique Seville. But yeah, also, folks, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know where you're tuning in from. You can either do it by dropping your flag in the comment section, or you can simply just write the name of the country. We like to give the different folks who are tuning in their shout outs. Again, shout out to Uganda and the entire Kampala Massive, who's tuning to Halftime TV, the entire Ghana Massive, South Africa, huge fan base for Halftime TV there. So big up the entire South African Massive. Swaziland, every time I come on here, I have to shout out Swaziland. Cyprus, Italy, Florida, big up Florida. We also have, I think Donette is her name. I haven't seen her in a minute, but big up Donette in Massachusetts. I haven't seen you in a minute, but I'm looking forward to seeing you back on the channel real soon. Looking forward to the 200-meter final, Jala. All right, good girl, Jamaicans all the way. Yeah, big up the entire Jamaica Massive, wherever you are in Jamaica, all 14 parishes. Big shout out to everyone who's tuning to Halftime TV as we continue our coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. St. Lucia, congratulations, St. Lucia, again. And we're looking at St. Lucia to secure the double in the women's 100 and 200 as well. So St. Lucia, don't worry, we have a video coming up for the 200 meters for women. It's going to come up directly after this video. So don't feel left out. We have that one. All right, again, folks, let's get the video to 100 likes. We're 10 minutes into the live stream, and still we're only at 40 likes. So I'm going to take a short break while the video gets up to 100 likes. Okay, so we'll pause now. We'll pause for a second, and then as soon as the video gets to 100 likes, we'll pull up the starters list for the 200 meters for men, and then we'll run through it. But in order for us to do that, we need to ensure that the video gets to 100 likes. That means those who haven't subscribed to the channel, they will be notified. All right. As I said, minimum effort, maximum impact. We're up to 50 now, so we're halfway there. Why Kishan couldn't get the goal since they ran the same time? As a matter of fact, Kishan clearly, I don't know about clearly, but yeah, as I said, too close to call in my opinion. Too close to call, but they have the necessary technology based on their assertions to determine who was first and who was second. So no sharing of the gold medal here. All right, so let's take a quick pause. We're gonna take a commercial break, and then you guys can continue liking the video. Elephant in the room. Thanks for the super chat, Davia. Let's address the elephant in the room. A rookie brought Noah Lyles, the fastest man in the world, to a photo finish. Nothing to celebrate. We'll post every other country full dress, and Jamaica alone dress different. Yeah, so we Noah Lyles, I think he's been there and he's done that, and I think they spoke about his experience. And Kishane Thompson, this is his first Olympic Games. As a matter of fact, his first major tournament for Jamaica on the senior level. And I think he gave a wonderful showing. And in the years to come, don't worry, Noah Lyles is at the peak of his career right now. Kishane Thompson has only just arrived on the big stage. So no surprises, no surprises. I think for those who are saying they're surprised that Noah Lyles won, they must have been either beneath a rock or something. I think disappointed, maybe, but no surprises. Noah Lyles has been on the competitive circuit for quite some time. He was 2019, 2017 Diamond League winner, 2018 Diamond League winner. And if you remember correctly, Noah Lyles is now 27 years of age. All right, so 27 years of age. So no surprises. 27 years of age is at the top of his career right now, the top of his career. So Kishane Thompson just bursting onto the scene, 22 years of age, I think. Someone correct me in the comment section, but I think Kishane is 22. A lot of folks didn't even know who Kishane Thompson was before the Olympic Games. And now, okay, so yeah, he turned 23 a couple of weeks ago. So I know their careers in totally different trajectories. Noah Lyles, he's already at the top, and naturally he's going to be the man to beat. But Kishane Thompson, he's only just arrived, and if he stays fit, if he stays injury free, we expect him to go on to have a very fruitful career, especially since probably we're going to get another maybe 10 years out of him. We'll see. Depending on the injuries, we're looking at maybe 10 years. Noah Lyles, maybe another 6 or so years. But regardless, Noah Lyles has been competing. He's been around for quite some time. And it is his moment now. It is his time now. So I think we shouldn't be surprised that he actually won the race. What we should be doing is congratulate him and keeping our fingers crossed that Jamaica's Kishane Thompson and Oblique Civil, they stay fit. Fastest man for this race. Rest yesterday reminds me of Merlene Otti and Gail Divas many years ago. Heartbreaking, but life goes on. I just think that they could have shared the gold medal. I think so too. I think so because if it's a case where so much people are torn between the two, like people can't even decide who won the race today. Like almost 24 hours ago, the race happened, and we still don't know who won the race. But for all I care, at one point it even looked as if it was Fred Curley. And if I would not let it go. Justin, man. At one point, it even looked like it was Fred Curley, if I'm to be honest with you folks. But they said the torso needed to cross the finish line first, so it's not about the head. Do you think it's weird that they are not showing live photo finish video from different angles? Yes, I think it is. I think it is because I think primarily because they have their technology. That's why they're saying, okay, we're relying on the technology, and the photo finish doesn't really matter that much because the technology has been used and is being used. They never share the goal. We need answers. Again, I think it comes back down to the technology. Remember, this is the first Olympic Games where all these athletes are getting paid as well. So in previous Olympic Games, the athletes weren't getting paid. And now we have the athletes getting these huge purses. So if money is involved, they have to be very careful. They have to be very careful because money is involved. You can't be dishing out 2 gold medals here because those gold medals are going to cost people. Now the technology back up with the photo. True. So use both of them. Use the technology as well as the photo. All right, 64 likes on the video. Come on, folks. I want us to jump over to the race that is to come. So please go ahead and smash the like button right now. And then we can pull up the schedule. We can go through the athletes that are expected to be competing in the next couple of minutes. The 200-meter heat starts at 2:55. Well, 1:55, sorry. 200-meter heat starts at 1:55, and that's round 1. It's now roughly 1:40. We have 64 likes. Come on, let's get it to 100, and then we can just pull up it and we can go through the starters. I need to go back up a close finish confirm it's an object. True. So technology is there to assist. But at the end of the day, if the slightest bit of subjectivity comes into play, then question marks need to come up, because if there is a decision to be made, we have to ensure that we're 100% sure that that is the right decision. Otherwise, there are going to be question marks. And no, again, like people coming out, the coaches coming out. Stephen Francis gave an interview, I think, yesterday, and said this is by far his worst Olympic Games, and he's been to 8 Olympics, and again, not because his athlete lost, but because of all the variables concerned. And I think you don't want that. Everything culminating now into this bitter taste in the athlete's mouths. I think there was an Italian athlete as well who was sleeping in the park. Like, so many subplots to this Paris Olympics. And I think most of the athletes who are in Paris now will be leaving with a bitter taste in their mouth. Even those who won, I would like to see frame that capture the torso on the line. Yeah, still haven't seen that reality assured. I still haven't seen that frame that captures the torso on the line. We've seen aerial shots. We've seen all type of different shots. But again, I think if it's going to put the competition in disrepute, if it's going to get us to this stage where people aren't sure, where people are on the fence, then I think we should very well just share the gold medal, right? I think they should share it. And that's not me saying, okay, Noah Lyles won or Kishane Thompson won, because I couldn't see a clear winner, even after all these photos or all the use of the technology that they've implemented. They've been broadcasting all of that, and still people are on the fence. People are still talking about it today. Now, if you backtrack in other races in the past, like I can't think of another race where we were so hung on determining who was first or who was second or third, right? We've had athletes tie in the past for second and the silver medal. Both of them received silver medals, but I can't remember if there was a situation like this where folks are so caught up and that you can't determine who won the race. Let me know, folks. Let me know in the comment section. Maybe I'm too young, but let me know. All right, 1:41. Remember, the 200-meter heat kicks off at 1:55, so just about 15 minutes from now, We're up to 84 likes on the video. Let's get it to 100 real quick, because as I said, for those who haven't subscribed to Halftime TV, the video gets to 100 likes, this video pops to the top of their search so they can see it. Almost Man saying, Merlin Otti, very big up yourself, very. Big up yourself, very. I was hoping that, see, I didn't even go live yesterday evening because I was hoping you guys would have gone and enjoyed your Sunday dinner and have a nice drink and come back for a little bit of ice cream in the evening and had a nice night's rest. So you can come back this morning refreshed and almost forget about what happened yesterday. Obviously, that's not the case because Very is saying she's still vexed. But hopefully by the end of today, Very, you'll feel a little bit better. Saskia, big up yourself, Saskia. Thanks for tuning in. And to everybody who's in the comment section, we're almost 600 strong in the live chat right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate your company. It's Monday. Tomorrow is Independence Day in Jamaica. And we want to ensure that everyone enjoys the track and field experience today. Okay? They both should have. Yeah, I think so too. I think if they had received, both of them had received gold medals, I don't think anyone in the world would have complained. I don't think the Americans would have complained. I don't think Noah Lyles would have complained, and I don't think Kishane would have complained. I think everyone would have been happy. But no, because, and this is my opinion, there was a subjective decision made that Noah Lyles won. Then everyone now is basically up in arms, and everyone has something to say. Only for a high testosterone level, bad taste in people's mouth. So close race folks are suspicious. Yeah. All right. So 98. So 2 more likes, and then we get the video to 100. My American colleagues are rubbing. Shannon also rubbing it. I think he's been back and forth with the Jamaicans on social media. Gabriel Union as well received a social media trashing yesterday. It was a good race. All the finalists was from one race. My American colleagues, it was an incredible race, folks. It was an incredible race. And now we've gotten to 100 likes on the video. So now we're gonna jump over to the schedule for the 200 meters for men, which is expected to start in the next 10 minutes. Okay, so folks, if you can see my screen, let me know in the comment section. If you can see the screen, let me know in the comment section. And again, Davia, thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the super chat. Folks, if you want to contribute towards the channel, you can contribute via the super chat. We don't have to, so don't worry about it. All right, so on your screen right now is row number 1, heat number 1. Let's take it back a little bit. So the first 3 in each heat will advance to the semifinal. All others will advance to the repechage round, except did not finish, did not start, and disqualified. So if you're disqualified, you don't get a chance to go to the repechage round. They did not start, you won't get a chance, and they did not finish, you don't get a chance either. So if you don't feel up to it midway the race, just do enough to finish, and you will get another opportunity. Okay? All right. So semi-final or heat number 1, I beg your pardon. We have Chikna Traore out of Ivory Coast. We have Wade van Niekerk out of South Africa. Joseph Ambule out of Liberia. We have Caleb Law out of Australia. Albert Komanski out of Poland. Ryan Zizi out of France. Felix Svensson out of Switzerland. And Faustine Desalu out of Italy. Now, if you look to the right of your screen, you'll see what the season's best for these athletes are. 19.90, the fastest coming into this one, and it's from Ryan Zizi. So we expect the crowd in Paris to go wild once his name is announced. We have Chikna Traore, 19.93 as well. Very impressive season's best, and those 2 are the only athletes in the pack who've dipped below 20 seconds this season over the distance. So that's heat number 1. Naturally, Wade van Niekerk is one to keep an eye on. He's been around the block. He's been very competitive over the years. and he will be lining up in the 200 meters this evening in Paris. All right, so that's heat number 1. Let's hear who your predictions are. I like Joseph Fambule as well. Personally, I think Fambule will be coming out on top in this race, but let's see how it plays out. Heat number 2, round number 1. We have Chudi Onwuzurike out of Nigeria. We have Gracious Orogot out of Uganda. Thomas Neme out of Czech Republic. Jose Gonzalez, the Dominican Republic. Dominica. We have Renan Correa out of Brazil. Andrew Hudson out of Jamaica, the Jamaican national champion. We have Cesar Almiron out of Paraguay, and Wanya McCoy out of Bahamas. So Andrew Hudson, Jamaica's very own. A lot of controversy around him last time around. And this time he will be hoping that he's able to progress through the rounds. Exactly, both should be given gold. That's a ridiculous situation. All right, so we will see it. So that's heat number 2. Heat number 3, we have Brendan Rodney out of Canada. Letsile Tobogo out of Botswana. Makana Shike out of Sharamba out of Zimbabwe. Timothy Mementhaler out of Switzerland. Benjamin Richardson coming back for the double out of South Africa. Koki Uyeyama out of Japan, and Filippo Tartu out of Italy. So Benjamin Richardson and Letsile Tobogo are the 2 favorites in this one, in my opinion. So let's keep an eye on those 2. Heat number 4, we have Joshua Hartman, Kenny Bednarek, Shota Izuka out of Japan, Alexander Ogando out of Dominica, Andre, is that McKee out of Czech. We have Aldo Petorossi out of Italy, and Zarnel Hughes out of Great Britain. Well, the former Jamaican national champion. The former Jamaican national champion. He had to settle this time around. All right, again, heat number 5. Heat number 5. All right, better yet. Let's go back over heat number 4. So Joshua Hartman in lane number 2. We have Kenneth Bednarek, lane number 3. Shota Izuka out of Japan in lane number 4. Alexander Ogando out of Dominican Republic in lane number 5. Andre out of Czech Republic. In 7, we have Aldo Petorozzi out of Italy. And in lane number 8, Zarnel Hughes representing Great Britain. Ogando, naturally, again, one of the favorites, but also Kenneth Bednarek, who's been the fastest among all these athletes this year over 200 meters. Zarnel Hughes, I think he's expected to make the top 3. So Kenneth Bednarek, Ogando, and Zarnel Hughes, the top 3 for me. What says you? Heat number 5, we have Aaron Brown out of Canada. We have Tapi Wanashi, Makarau out of Zimbabwe, Ryan Knighton out of the United States, Edward Kubelik out of Czech Republic, Pablo Mateo, French, Sean Masawangani out of South Africa. Also back for the double, we have Eric Erlandsen out of Sweden, and Ian Kerr out of the Bahamas. So Ryan Knighton, Sean Masawangani, and Aaron Brown. Those are my 3 to progress from this race. Okay, remember, top 3 progress, and then the others will go to the repechage rule unless they were disqualified, they did not start, or they did not finish. Heat number 6, we have Akwasi Afrifa out of Israel, William Race out of South Africa, Toa Uzawa, Japan, Brian Lavelle, Jamaica, Noah Lyles, the 100-meter Olympic champion representing the United States. And then in lane 7, we have Andre DeGrasse representing Canada. And is that Han Yang out of Taipei in lane number 8. So very competitive heat. Noah Lyles, Andre DeGrasse, and Brian Lavelle. Those are my three. Very excited to see Brian Lavelle at his first Olympic Games. He thrived, he excelled at the junior level for Edwin Allen, and now he's rubbing shoulders with the big boys. So let's see what Brian Lavelle has for us. But naturally, Noah Lyles is the favorite. Andre DeGrasse will want to end his Olympic career in style. So over to the comment section now to hear what the viewers and subscribers are saying. From Bule. Simpson Stewart shared silver in 2008 when Shelley get gold. True, and I think that's why a lot of people were saying they should have shared it. That's why a lot of folks were expecting it to be shared. So for the for the first round, we have Brian Lavelle representing Jamaica and Andrew Hudson. So only 2 Jamaicans lining up in the 200 meters for men in the first round. We have 3 Americans. We have Noah Lyles, Kenneth Bednarek, and Ryan Knighton. Okay, I think this is Noah Lyles to lose. Remember, he was the double champion last year. He was a double champion last year in Budapest, and he'll be looking to do the double again here in Paris. It is to lose. He will double. Keep the votes coming in. Keep the votes coming in. Keep the votes coming in. Will Noah Lyles secure the Olympic double? We have 600 votes, almost 600 votes. 63% saying yes, and we have 37% saying no. 63 yes, 37 saying no. I think it's almost time for us to go over to the games now. 154. Yeah. See, almost missed it. Almost missed it. Let's get the devices up. Shout out to everyone in the comment section. Remember, as soon as you join the live stream, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed as yet, go ahead and subscribe to Halftime TV as we continue our coverage of the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. After this live stream concludes, then we will jump over to another one, which should prompt you automatically to go over to it, which is the 200 meters semifinal for women. In that one, we have Gabby Thomas, one of the favorites. We also have the reigning 100-meter Olympic champion, hailing from St. Lucia, with 0.3% from Jamaica, Julian Alfred. All right, so the athletes are ready for this heat number 1 as the introductory round for the 200 meters for men at these Olympic Games. So Ryan Zizi runs out the lane, 726 years of age, representing the home crowd, the home fans. The France flags are waving in the stands. In lane number 6, we have Albert Komanski from Poland. Lane number 5, Caleb Law, 20 years of age. Massive occasion for the youngster hailing from Australia. Next to Caleb, we have Joseph Fambule out of Liberia, trains in the United States, only 22 years of age. The South African comes up next. And if you're wondering where you've heard the name before, it's him, same one, Wade van Niekerk. He needs no introduction, running out of lane number 3. Lane number 2, we have Chikna Traore out of Ivory Coast. The athletes are ready to go. Zizi from France getting his priors in. Komansky slapping those calves, ensuring that they're ready. The athletes are invited to take their marks. Remember, this is the first heat in the 200 meters for men. Zizi, one of the fastest this year. Keep an eye on him, and he will be having the home crowd in his corner as well. I have Zizi, Joseph Fambule, one of the favorites, as well as Wade Van Niekerk. So let's go. Set. And they're off. Powerful start from Fambule, running from lane number 3, right next to Wade Van Niekerk as we approach the final 100 meters. Zizi on the outside, getting into his strides now. The final 100 meters, Van Niekerk running out of lane number 2, but Fambule chases him. Fambule pushes through, or does he? Joseph Fambule is first. Joseph Fambule out of Liberia is first, followed by De Salo out of Italy in second, and Wade Van Niekerk in third. The times are 20.20 for first place. And for the person who said just now that Van Boele couldn't beat their grandmother, well, it doesn't seem that slow, unless your grandmother is a hell of a 200-meter runner. But the results are on your screen there. So Joseph Fambule out of Liberia qualifies with 20.20 seconds. In second place, we have Faustine De Salo out of Italy with 20.26 and Wade Van Niekerk with 20.42. Ryan Zizi out of France, 20.49 was only good enough for fourth place, and he, along with the others, will progress to the repechage round. All right, so that's heat number 1. Heat number 2, these are your starters. We have Chudi Onwukurike out of Nigeria, Gracious Orogot out of Uganda, and big up the entire Ugandan massive, the entire Kampala massive, who are usually tuned into Halftime TV. Thomas Nemej out of Czech. We have Jose Gonzalez out of Dominican Republic. Renan Correa out of Brazil. Andrew Hudson out of Jamaica. Cesar Almiron out of Paraguay. And Wanya McCoy out of Bahamas. So those are the starters for heat number 2. All right, 200 meters. 200 meters for men. It continues, and we're over now to heat number 2. Okay, heat number 2. First 3 qualifies automatically, and then the rest of the athletes will go to the repechage round. A repechage is second chance, so you get a chance to make it right. Looking over on season's best from these athletes who are lining up in the second heat, you can see that Gracious Orogot, one of 2 athletes who dipped below 20 seconds this season. Andrew Hudson, 20.02, hasn't been that far off, but let's see what this race has in store for us. So big occasion for these athletes, 200 meters. We're at the Olympic Games, folks. We're at the Olympics 2024 in Paris. So massive occasion for most of these athletes. Just the fact that they're there is an achievement in and of itself. All right, so Jose Gonzalez out of Dominican Republic will not be starting. So what that means is lane number 5 will be left vacant. So the introductions are currently happening. Andrew Hudson in lane number 7, 27 years of age. His first Olympic Games with Jamaica. All right, Andrew Hudson, folks. We have him down to progress from this round. And as we said a little bit earlier, only 2 Jamaicans will be lining up in the heats. Andrew Hudson and Brian Lavelle. Orgot out of Uganda seems pumped, ready to go. Can't wait. The cameras take a quick look on Hudson. The athletes are on their marks. Orgot and Hudson expected to finish in the top 2 places for me. They're on their marks. And you can differentiate them. Both of them are wearing yellow. Set. And they're off. What a start by Orgot. But Andrew Hudson running from that lane number 7. Lane number 7, yep. He comes off the curve impressively and is powering through that final 100 meters. He has Orgot to chase. Andrew Hudson, will he finish? Orgot finishes first. Orgot finishes first. I don't know what happened, but Andrew Hudson just started slowing down. Did he pick up an injury? I'm not sure, but we'll see. But the results, Gracious Orgot out of Uganda finishing first. In second place, we have Wanya McCoy out of the Bahamas. Renan Correa out of Brazil finishes third. And Andrew Hudson out of Jamaica finishes fourth with 20.53. What that means is Andrew Hudson will have to compete in the repechage round. So the results on your screen there. Andrew Hudson came off the stretch. And then at just about 170, 160 meters, I don't know, seemed as if he didn't have anything left in the tank. Started going backwards as the rest of the athletes powered past him. So what was initially second place ended up being fourth. All right, so that's heat number 2. Remember, we are having 6 heats. 6 heats. We just witnessed heat number 1 and heat number 2. So still 4 heats to go. Let me scroll down a little bit. So in heat number 3, we have Brendan Rodney out of Canada, Letsile Tobogo out of Botswana, Makana Kaish out of Zimbabwe, Timothy Momenthaler out of Switzerland, Benjamin Richardson out of South Africa, Koki Uyama out of Japan, and Filippo Tartu out of Italy. Tobogo and Richardson for me. So the 2 Africans for me. Yeah, almost. Yeah, look that way. Look that way. We'll see. I hope it's not an injury because the superstitious Jamaicans have been saying a lot of things regarding the water in Paris. Nubian Queen, I'm not sure as yet about the 800 meters, especially since there isn't a Jamaican competing in the final. I don't know. All right, continuing. Remember, we're over to heat number 3 now. Round 1, heat number 3. Heat number 3, let me pull back. Zimbabwe taking second place in the third heat. All right, France. Almost about it. Hilarious. After the heats are finished for potential to dominate, who would you put third? Jamaica and the United States, which other country has potential to dominate? Who would you put third? That's a tough question, you know. That's a tough question. All right. No worries. I'll pull it up for the Vinsations who are tuning into Halftime TV. All right, Nubian Queen. So we'll do the live stream for the 800 meters. All right, the athletes are currently being introduced. Tartu out of Italy in lane number 8. Lane number 7, Wiyama out of Japan. Lane number 6, Richardson, South Africa. Lane number 5, the Swiss. In lane number 4, out of Zimbabwe. In lane number 3, Letsile Tobogo out of Botswana. And in lane number 2, Brendan Rodney out of Canada. 21 years of age, Letsile Tobogo expected to be in the finals for the 200 meters. So don't be surprised if he wins this one. He's expected to be not only in the finals, as a matter of fact, but on the podium. So 200 meters, his pet event, 19.71, his season's best, but he's gone as fast as 19.50. Pay attention to the 21-year-old who's ranked 4th in the world over 200 meters, Letsile Tobogo. So Tobogo, my pick for first. They're on their marks. Set. Incredible start as always for Letsile Tobogo as he eats up the track for the first 50 meters, takes a curve like Usain Bolt would, and the final 100 meters now he puts on the afterburners. Benjamin Richardson seems to have pulled up. Letsile Tobogo now takes it off and cruises through the finish line. 20.10, he wins it with ease. Second place, it appears to be the Canadian as we await confirmation. So second place is the Zimbabwean. So hold on, let's pull it up. So out of Zimbabwe, Sharamba is second, and Filippo Tartu out of Italy is third. The Canadian Brendan Rodney registered a season's best of 20.30. That was only good enough for fourth. That means is he will go to the repechage round. Benjamin Richardson, you can see the result there, but he picked up an injury at just about 100 meters. Yep, started grabbing his hamstring. So it was obvious that that was done and over with. So heat number two, first place, Tobago. And as Thomas Matsio said, Zimbabwe secures second. So Zimbabwe second, Italy third, Botswana first. So heat number three, the winner is Letsile Tebogo. Moving down, remember, we're going to have 6 heats for the 200 meters for men. Heat number 4, of round 1. We have Joshua Hartmann representing Germany, runs out of lane 2. Kenneth Bednarek, United States, lane number 3. Shota Izuka, out of Japan, is running out of lane number 4. Alexander Ogando, lane number 5. In lane number 6, we have Andrei Macic, out of Czech. In lane number 7, Aldo Petrorossi, out of Italy. And in lane number 8, Zarnell Hughes, out of Great Britain. The cameras are now fixed with Noah Lyles, who's around back getting ready to come out and compete. But he is the 100-meter Olympic champion, and he's looking to secure the double at these Olympic Games. So naturally, the cameras are following him around. Hey, good afternoon, Naturally Mar. Good afternoon. Welcome. How you doing? Mini Mike. Yes, Noah Lyles is running, but later on. Noah Lyles, his heat comes up a little bit later. So now we're at heat number 4. After this one, we have 2 to go. And then we're going to switch streams and jump over to the 200-meter semifinal stream for women. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't done so, turn the notification on, because as soon as this stream concludes, then it's time for the 200-meter semifinal for women. So round number 1, heat number 5, should be quite interesting as well. Ryan Knighton, let's see what he has in store. Noah Lyles will be running in heat number 6. He's lining up with Brian Lavelle, Andre DeGrasse, and Uzawa Toa out of Japan. So the 3 athletes who've dipped below 20 seconds, they're running next to each other in heat number 6. Noah Lyles, Brian Lavelle, and Andre DeGrasse. Back to the matter at hand, heat number 4, as the athletes are ready to go. In 7, Petrorossi. In 6, Macic. In 5, Ogando. In 4, Izuka. In 3, Kung Fu Kenny. And in 2, Joshua Hartmann. Doing some marketing for Dwayne Wade's nail line, I assume. Let's see what Kenny does. All right, so the athletes are ready to go. Remember, this is heat number 4 of 6. So after this one concludes, we still have 2 more heats to go. Kenneth Bednarek, the name that pops out at you from this one. Alexander Ogando, usually 400-meter athlete, 24 years of age. Keep an eye on him as well. So they're on their marks. Set. And they're off. Blistering start from Kenneth Bednarek. Ogando from the middle lane, looking impressive as well as we approach that final 100 meters. Ogando looking to get a step on Kenneth Bednarek, but Bednarek stretches out those long strides as Ogando continues his chase. Kenneth Bednarek powers through the finish line. 19.96. Kung Fu Kenny has won heat number 4. Looks as if it's Ogando in second. He makes his way to the changing room. Ogando doesn't stick around. He just runs straight through to the changing room. He's gotten the business done. All right, so those are the top 3. If you're just joining us, top 3 on your screen there. Zarnel Hughes did not start. Kenneth Bednarek first, Alexander Ogando second, and Joshua Hartman third. So the rest of the athletes will be in the repechage round. Moving down to heat number 5 of 6, we have Aaron Brown, the Canadian, running out of lane number 2. Makarau out of Zimbabwe in lane number 3. Arian Knighton out of the United States in lane number 4. Edward Kubelik. Yeah, so Edward Kubelik out of the Czech Republic in lane number 5. And Pablo Mateo, the French, runs out of lane number 6. In lane number 7, we have Sean Masawangani out of South Africa. In lane number 8, Eric Erlandsen out of Sweden. And in lane number 9, we have Ian Kerr out of the Bahamas. So those are your starters for the second to last of the 200 meters men's heats. All right, big shout out to everyone in the comment section. We're well over 600 on the live stream, and this is just the heats. So keep on liking the video, keep on subscribing to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. And for the returning residents, welcome back. Shout out again. I'm giving all the commendations to the folks in the comment section who kept it respectful throughout the entirety of this weekend. I think I've only had to block one person, which is good. Well, it's bad, but it's good because it's only one. So remember, we keep it respectful. Halftime TV is a family channel. We want it to be a space where folks can watch with their kids and feel comfortable. So big up on yourself, everyone. Big up, we love it. We like the respectful sporting dialogue that continues to ensue in the comment section here over at Halftime TV. Topiwa takes 3rd position in heat number. Still waiting for shared goal. Still waiting for shared goal. All right, so again, heat number 5. Heat number 5. Makarau runs out to lane number 3. Aaron Brown, lane number 2. Ryan Knighton, lane number 4. Edward Kubelik out of Czech Republic. In lane number 5, Pablo Mateo to France. Lane number 6, Sean Masawangani, South Africa. Lane number 7, Eric Erlandsen, the Swede, runs out to lane number 8. And in lane number 9, we have Ian Kerr representing the Bahamas. So the only Caribbean representative in heat number 5 is Ian Kerr. So naturally, we're going to be cheering for Ian. Big up the entire Bahamas, the entire Bridgeport, and Nassau. Massive tune into Halftime TV as well. Davia, all love, all love. Let's go 2 for 2. We need goal. Brian Lavelle. Let's see. All right, so I hope Aaron get through after he false started in the 100 meters. He was furious as well. Noah Lyles getting his warm-up in, and as we said a little bit earlier, the cameras are fixed on him everywhere he goes. So we're over to heat number 5 of 6. So the second to last heat. Aaron Brown 2, Makarau 3, Knighton 4, Kubelik 5, Mateo 6, 7, Masawangani 8, Erlandsen, and 9, Kerr. $19.49, Ryan Knighton's personal best. So far this season, 19.77. It's not even close. Still only 20 years of age. Bright, bright future ahead of him. Bright future ahead of him. For those who have been saying they haven't seen him on the scene in a minute, there were some question marks over him. They took it to the court and they ruled in his favor. Apparently, he tested positive for something, and it was revealed that it came from the food that he consumed. I think it was oxtail. But they did the testing on the food and realized that the substance that he tested positive for is something that's generally used as a growth hormone in animals. So he told them, hey, went to this restaurant, I bought a meal there, and the Court of Arbitration actually went to the restaurant and tested the meat, and they found that the substance, well, the meat tested positive for the substance that was also, that traces of it were found in Ryan Knighton's sample. So that's probably why you haven't seen him in the last couple of months. But he's back. Ryan Knighton, he runs out of lane number, is that 3 or 4? But he's the favorite, overwhelming favorite, I might add. Quick start for the youngster, running out of lane number 4. 2, 3, 4, yep. As he comes off the curve, jogging the first 100 meters, the rest of the pack struggling to keep up with him. He's still in cruise control. Strides alone enough to push him through to the finish line. Ryan Knighton wins it, never in doubt. He makes it look easy. Literally jogged that 200 meters, 19.99. It means he progresses as the winner of heat number 5. So Ryan Knighton wins it. In second place, we have Makarau out of Zimbabwe. And in third place, we have Masawangani out of South Africa. So 19.99 first, 20.07 second, and 20.20 third. All the other athletes will be competing in the repechage round. Heat number 6, last but not least, and one of the more competitive heats. Is that oxtail kicked in? I hope he hasn't eaten oxtail. Well, I hope not. I hope not. But true story, you know, folks. True story. So I'm not just making that up. That's actually how it went for real. So the courts, they went there, and the owner for the restaurant confirmed Ryan Knighton's assertions, and they actually took the meat back to the lab for testing, and it showed positive traces as well for the substance that Ryan Knighton was tested positive for. So careful what you eat, folks. Careful what you eat, because some of the things that we're eating, not really good for us. All right, they use all these growth hormones for the animals, and then by you eat it, you have it as well. Come on, careful what you eat. Anyway, heat number 6. So the final heat, we have Akwasi Afrifa out of Israel in lane number 2. William Reese out of Switzerland in lane number 3. In lane number 4, we have Toa Uzawa from Japan. In lane number 5, Brian Lavelle, the Jamaican. Noah Lyles, the reigning 100-meter Olympic champion, runs out of lane number 6. Andre DeGrasse, the Canadian, lane number 7. And Zat Han Chun Yang out of Taipei runs out of lane number 8. So those are your starters. That was the case. It was Mexico. That was like a fleet responsive and chase it back to the that's a story that was reported. So I'm just sharing the story that was reported. So if you have indicators that might not be the case, you may very well want to present it to the court of arbitration. All right, so the final heat. Remember, we still have the semifinal for women coming up in a couple minutes as well. Semifinal for women coming up in a couple minutes. I think that will be a shorter stream as well. Yeah, I think that'll be a shorter stream. The semifinal for women. Let's go, Brian. Truth set you free. Work with the doctor. Anything the doctor says, you work with that. All right? Anything a doctor said, you work with that. Doctor is never wrong, eh? So again, Brian Lavelle in lane number 5, Noah Lyles in lane number 6, Andre DeGrasse lane number 7. Those 3 expected to finish 1, 2, 3. Let's see if our expectations will become reality. Give me a second. I'm checking over on the poll. So we have, so almost 1,500 votes. Will Noah Lyles secure the Olympic double? We have 59% saying yes. We have 41% saying no. 51% saying yes, Noah Lyles for the double. 41% saying no. What says you? If you haven't voted as yet, go ahead and vote right now. If you haven't subscribed to Halftime TV, go ahead and do so now. Shout out to the sponsors, Quicklink Shipping. Anything you need shipped into the island, they have you covered. So it's back to school. Ensure that they let them wait too long. True. I think it's because this is the final one, you know. This is the final one. They're actually trying to build up that level of anticipation. But anything you need shipped into the island, Quicklink Shipping has you covered. This is back to school time. We're early August. It's time to start getting those back to school gears for the kids who are going to high school now. Congratulations on your PEP results to everyone. I didn't get the chance to extend the congratulations, so I'm doing it now. As you continue your new journey at your new school, new experiences and all of that, I wish you the best. But in saying that, parents, please ensure that you jump over to Quicklink Shipping and you get those back to school gears ASAP. All right, tell them Halftime TV sent you, and you get the best deals, the best discounts as well. So Quicklink Shipping, QLS, you see it on your screen. Call them 876-454-1979. The athletes are ready to go. This is the final of 3. This is the final of 6 Olympic 200-meter first round heats. So Andre DeGrasse, 29 years of age, he's been around the block quite a couple times. He runs out to lane number 7. Noah Lyles, lane number 6. As the announcer calls his name, the stadium goes into a frenzy. Next to him, as it was yesterday, another Jamaican lines up next to him in Brian Lavelle, 20 years of age, as the youngster makes his appearance on the big scene. Toa Uzawa out of Japan, 21 years of age, runs out to lane number 4. Lane number 3, we have Race out of Switzerland, and Frifa out of Israel runs out to lane number 2. The athletes are on their march. Remember, this is the final heat for the 200 meters for men. First 3 advance to the semifinal round, and then the other athletes will have to compete in the repechage round. Noah Lyles, the beads in his hair, nails polished. He's colorful, he's vibrant, he's ready to go. Brian Lavelle, his hands to his side, his focus. This is the first shot for him, the first opportunity to introduce himself on the world stage. As the athletes, there's a green card there. So now they'll officially take to their marks. Deep breath from the Jamaican youngster. Noah Lyles is next to him and will be pulling him all the way. Andre DeGrasse, been there, done that. Bright green visors. And they're off. Impressive start as always from Lavelle, but Noah Lyles, he knows how to execute these races. As the 3, they come off the backstretch, the final 100 meters now. Brian Lavelle, he's overtaken by Noah Lyles, who's powering through the finish line. Noah Lyles finishes first. In second place, looks as if so 20.19, raises his hands to those cheering him on. The Japanese is second. Or is it? So, first place, Noah Lyles, 20.19. Second place, Andre DeGrasse, 20.30. And Uzawa, out of Japan, 20.33 is third. Brian Lavelle, 20.47, will compete in the repechage round. So both the Jamaicans, Brian Lavelle and Andrew Hudson, will have to compete in the repechage round if they are to make it to the semi-final of the 200 meters for men. All right, so viewers and subscribers, thanks for tuning in to this live stream. We're gonna jump over to the next one right now because we have to do the 200 meters for women, the semi-final 200 meters for women. We're gonna jump over to it right now. So thanks for tuning in. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Massive races still ahead, and we hope you'll be there to keep our company throughout it all. Turn notification on, most important thing, because we're gonna go live right now, and we want to ensure that you do not miss out. Okay, see you in a couple of minutes. Peace.